Good morning and welcome. This is Kirk in the morning, being the 13th of March 2023. Definitely, we have a great show lined up for you, hoping that you had a great weekend. And this morning's conversation is on matters of menstrual disorders, where I'll just be engaging. That is Dr. Jane Wavinya, who is a general practitioner, and we'll just be looking at different menstrual disorders. So it is a matter that you as a woman and men as well are not supposed to miss. But my name is Aida Munzati. First, let us start with the newspaper review. Well, so we are going to start with the Daily Nation, but just to let you know that we are also coming to you live. That's on Facebook as well as YouTube. That's Kirk TV Kenya. So feel free to be part of this morning's conversation. And now we start with the Daily Nation, and the story that they are giving a priority is on matters of public servants, where they say public servants are set to lose perks. And that's a story that you can read in-depthly on the 7th page of the Daily Nation. They are just looking at salaries. Commission reveals that among those targeted for review are retreat, sitting, and non-practice allowances. But the Public Service Commission also acknowledges that its efforts to lower the wage bill have faced strong resistance. So that's a story that the Daily Nation is giving a priority as a headline right here, and it's a story on the 7th page of the Daily Nation. And now on the 3rd page of the Daily Nation, definitely Monday being a healthy Monday, we are just looking at a story of a South Africa rapper, that is Costa Teach, who died after collapsing on a stage. According to reports, definitely the rapper died from an epilepsy seizure that is due to lights on stage. So that's a story that is on the 3rd page of the Daily Nation right there. And now on the 4th page of the Daily Nation, they are now giving a priority to matters of politics. And it's just a response from the president to the Azimio leader, Raila Odinga. Now Ruto tells of Raila on selection of commissioners in IEBC role. That's a story on the 4th page. And still on the 5th page is still on matters politics right there. And now Raila, president's cronies profiting from imports. That's a story on the 5th page of the Daily Nation. Remember, these are just wordings or words from the Azimio leader, that is Raila Odinga, as far as the different rallies that are ongoing in the country are concerned. So that's a story on the 5th page of the Daily Nation. And definitely, as we were just looking at issues to do with the wage bill, it's on page 7 of the Daily Nation. We go straight to the Standard newspaper right here. And now the Standard newspaper is just giving a priority on matters to do with education, with an eye on a junior secondary school. Definitely this is something that has been faced by too many challenges. And now a visit to schools show that there's lack of teachers, low distribution of textbooks, additional levies burdening parents, and logistical nightmares as a result of the failed disbursement of capitation money is hurting learning in public schools. It's a big story right here on the Standard newspaper, because they're giving it is actually a 2-page story. That's on page 6 and page 7 of the Standard newspaper. Remember, that is the CS Education Ezekiel Machogu just talked on the matters JSS right here, just saying that every student will be receiving 15,000 shillings. That's every student in a junior secondary school, but it looks like it's just one among the promises that are yet to be fulfilled. So that's a story on the 6th and 7th page of the a Standard newspaper right here, and still on the top page of the Standard newspaper, we are just seeing a photo of a CS interior, that is a Kithure Kindiki, as far as eliminating bandits is concerned. It is a story on the 5th page of the Daily Nation, and now on the 4th page of the Daily Nation is on matters politics, definitely to do, that is with the ruling or just the government as well as the opposition side of it. And now Ruto says, I followed the law when picking IEBC selection panel. That is as far as Ruto or the president is concerned, just responding to allegations from Raila Odinga, even as the opposition just continues with different rallies in different parts of the country. So those are two stories that are on page 4 of the Standard newspaper, and definitely on issue to do with security in the country, on just different regions, especially in the Rift Valley, is concerned. We are just seeing a number of tactics probably that the Interior Secretary Kithure Kindiki says he'll use to eliminate bandits. And now on that top story on matters education, that is on the 6th and 7th page of the Standard newspaper, they're just looking at numbers as far as the challenges of the junior secondary school is concerned, and you can get that story in-depthly on the 6th page of that is the Standard newspaper. And still on the Standard newspaper, they are still giving a priority on the rapper, that is the South African rapper Costa Teach, who collapsed on stage while performing. That is as a result of seizures or just epilepsy seizures due to lights. And just to let you know that the death was probably as a result of seizures. Remember, lights are just one among the triggers of epilepsy seizures. So that's a story on the 9th page of the Standard newspaper. Remember, it's also a story that the Daily Nation has also given a priority. And that's all on Matters newspaper review this morning. Well, we will be taking a very short break, and as I mentioned earlier on, we'll just be looking at matters menstrual disorders with the help of a general practitioner, that is Dr. Jane Wavinya. We'll just be looking at different menstrual disorder. There are about 5. We have that is regular and irregular menses right there, as well as painful menstruation, which is definitely a menstrual disorder. We'll just be focusing on them, as well as looking what are the solutions in the market. Dr. Wavinya will also just be having a tool that can help you, who is a woman or a lady, in terms of painful menstrual cramps. So we take a very short break. When we come back, we will be looking at menstrual disorders.
kweli katika maono yake, aliona jito lililobubujika maji ya uzima, na kila kiumbe ndani yake kinaishi. Ndani ya jito lile limo nguvu nyingi, nayo maji yake yana uhai. Mwanadamu, songea katika neno la Mungu upate uamsho wake, utaishi.
Keep it Kirk now and going forward. We have a lot of family programs, and this being a Christian commercial station, we will partner with you as institutions, as individuals, so that we are able to reach out to the entire world. One person said that my parish is the entire world, and I believe that Kirk TV is going globally, and therefore bring your business. We are going to advertise it and also partner with you.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 4019613, account partner. Pay bill number 4019613, account partner.
Losing a beloved one can be one of the hardest life experiences. Death brings a total change in many setups, the family taking a huge position. Death also provides an opportunity to celebrate the departed and their achievements on earth. Kirk TV provides for you an opportunity to announce death and funeral at affordable fee. For more information, write to us via announcements@kirktv.org or call
Kirk now and going forward. We have a lot of family programs, and this being a Christian commercial station, we will partner with you as institutions, as individuals, so that we are able to reach out to the entire world. One person said that my parish is the entire world, and I believe that Kirk TV is going globally, and therefore bring your business. We are going to advertise it and also partner with you.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 4019613, account partner. Pay bill number 4019613, account partner.
Losing a beloved one can be one of the hardest life experiences. Death brings a total change in many setups, the family taking a huge position. Death also provides an opportunity to celebrate the departed and their achievements on earth. Kirk TV provides for you an opportunity to announce death and funeral at affordable fee. For more information, write to us via announcements at kirktv.org or call 011 00 90 647.
I've been together with Kirk TV. We've been working together. It has not been an easy journey, but I thank God because of the team we've been working with, and it has been a very resilient team, very focused, and people who are determined to see to it that Kirk TV stands and continues to thrive. And that team is the one which has caused Kirk TV to be what it is. And I want to thank all of you for this.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
Did you not receive an envelope from a certain woman today? After discussing for more than 10 minutes.
You said 5 minutes initially. We have not yet received feedback on the charm you are giving to get them separated.
If you cannot think about yourself, think about your suffering children. And because of your selfish decision,
baby,
I don't want you to get into trouble with my wife. I'm married to a dangerous woman, Kefi.
Keep it Kirk now and going forward. We have a lot of family programs, and this being a Christian commercial station, we will partner with you as institutions, as individuals, so that we are able to reach out to the entire world. One person said that my parish is the entire world, and I believe that Kirk TV is going globally, and therefore bring your business. We are going to advertise it and also partner with you.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
Kirk TV is a place to be. Let us build our own brand. Let us labor for this, because this is where the true mission is, and therefore partner with us. Keep it at Kirk, and we'll go far together.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
Four points as to why we need partners. Number one, it is because partnership and partnering is biblical. That is the model of mission which is demonstrated in the Bible. That even Jesus Christ had to partner with the 12, and then he commissioned them so that they may partner with the rest of the world. That is point number one. Point number two is so that you become part of this great mission. So we partner so that we become part of the mission. Without partnering, you cannot be part of the mission. One of the values in the Presbyterian Church of East Africa is that nobody in the mission should be a spectator. Come so that you become part of us, we do mission together. How do you do it? Become a partner of Kirk TV. Number three, we partner so that you may tap the blessings of the mission. So once you partner, as we continue to evangelize, we reach those people who are unreached, you become, or you tap part of the blessings you get through partnership. And that is very important for everybody to come so that we can join together as we tap the blessings of doing mission together. Finally, it is because we need to expand together. Kirk TV is expanding. Kirk TV is growing, and that is why we see the viewership growing every day. So partner with us so that we can expand together.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
I've been together with Kirk TV. We've been working together. It has not been an easy journey, but I thank God because of the team we've been working with, and it has been a very resilient team, very focused, and people who are determined to see to it that Kirk TV stands and continues to thrive. And that team is the one which has caused Kirk TV to be what it is. And I want to thank all of you for this.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for keeping it Kirk in the morning. This morning, as I had mentioned earlier on, we'll just be looking at a conversation on matters of menstrual disorders. Definitely, we'll just be providing solutions as well. And joining me is Dr. Jen Wavinya, who is a general practitioner. Dr. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm honored. Yes. So I'm going to talk about menstrual disorders, but first of all, we'll discuss what a normal menstrual period is. So a normal menstrual period usually has two phases. There's a follicular phase and luteal phase. The follicular phase means that that's where the ovum is being prepared to be released, and then after it's released, that's the luteal phase. So this usually takes around 1 to 35 days, depending on different people. So some people have 28 days, others have 30, others have 35, or others have even 23. But the normal period would be 23, a normal cycle would be 23 to 35 days. And usually we start our periods at around 13 years. That's the common year, and then sometimes we can get at 10 years to 15, but if it's above that time, above 16 years, then that's a delayed period. Yes. So we get, when you're asked when was your last menstrual period, you usually give the first day of the time that you see the blood, the bleeding. Yes. So that's the first day. So there's day 1 to day 14, which now is the follicular stage, until where the egg is released. That's where we get now ovulation. Ovulation is on day 14. Yes. Okay.
And just before that, when we are looking at 23 days, 35 days, or 28, now the cycle, how do we count? Do we count from the time we begin our periods to the next period, or how exactly?
Yes. The day 1 is the day you begin your period. Yes. Okay. So that's day 1 to the other day that you begin your period. So that cycle it fluctuates, and it takes either 28, 30, or 35 days. Yes.
Okay. And do we have, you're talking of fluctuating, do we have some women that they adjust, if it's 21, it's 21, if it's 28, it's 28?
Definitely. Okay. Yes. By fluctuating, I mean that it depends on different people. Okay. There are women who have their cycles to be 28 days, and every 28 days they get their period. Others, every 30 days they get their period. Yes.
Okay, and when now do we say that it's a menstrual disorder?
Well, now there are various types of menstrual disorders. The first one I would discuss is amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is when you lack your periods, when there's absence of your periods. And when you have absence of periods, it can either be primary or secondary, meaning that in primary that you've never have gotten your period, and that can be because of congenital malformations. You can miss your whole, like your uterus may not have developed, or your ovaries may not have developed well while in the womb. So that causes amenorrhea, like complete amenorrhea. Then there's secondary amenorrhea, where there's absence of periods once you've already started your periods. Yes. Some natural causes can cause the amenorrhea, such as pregnancy. After giving birth, during the breastfeeding period, you can get amenorrhea. The third thing can be because of contraceptives. There's some contraceptives that can cause amenorrhea. Yes.
Okay. And when you're talking of amenorrhea, does it mean that this particular woman that is experiencing that, do they go like lifetime without seeing their periods, or is there a solution to them now receiving their periods?
Now it depends whether it's primary or secondary. For primary, if you don't have a uterus, you will not get your periods.
Okay.
Or if you have a disorder in your ovaries, you definitely will not get. Now that is something that needs now to be looked into by the specialist. Yes.
And are there any health implications to that?
Yes, definitely. You'll find that it doesn't occur on its own. If it's primary, if it's a congenital malformation, it might not occur on its own. So there might be other congenital malformation in other parts of the body, like missing of other parts that are essential, and that's sometimes detrimental. Sometimes you can survive through it. Yes.
Okay. And just before we go probably to the next disorders,
yes,
just to take you back, what is the importance of a woman like seeing their menses or having their periods monthly?
Well, it's important because this cycle, first of all, I'd like to say that it's controlled by the brain and the reproductive system.
Okay.
There are hormones that are produced by the brain which control the same. So if you don't get your periods every month, then that also lowers your chances of getting pregnant at the right time. So that can cause subfertility or complete infertility, depending on what kind of amenorrhea that you have. Yes. Secondly, it's also important psychologically, because the hormones that are produced they help in developing secondary characteristics of the woman, and also helping her have the normal cycle or normal hormonal balance during that time. So it is really important to get your period. Yes.
Okay, so let me say probably we just talked of the age where one is supposed just to begin their menses. We talked of either 10 or 13. Let me say I've not seen my periods all through until probably I'm around 25.
Yes.
Are there chances that probably it might also affect me or my, let me say me getting pregnant, or just my fertility?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Some of the causes that can result to having that amenorrhea or not seeing your periods until 25 could be polycystic ovarian disease, which can delay, but most of the time it doesn't go up all the way to 25 years.
Okay.
So the delay will go up to maybe 20 years. But then now that's a concern that needs to be now looked into by the gynecologist, and also to do some investigations and find out the cause and probably now get the solution for the same. Yeah.
All right, we can now look at the second disorder.
Yes, the second disorder is dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea means painful periods. This is one of the most common disorder in the society, actually. Yes, so this means that you get your very painful periods, you get heavy cramps, and also sometimes you can have heavy bleeding. And dysmenorrhea it causes a lot of disruption in our society, in our work, our normal work. We can go, sometimes we're not even able to go to work or do simple manual work or what we're supposed to do. So usually it can be caused by polycystic ovarian disease. Sometimes it can be caused by fibroids, but now that's because of secondary causes. Secondary causes means that there's a structural problem, or probably there's something, or rather there's a structural problem in the reproductive system. Sometimes it can just be primary, without anything, without that production or any fibroids or PCOS. Yes.
By PCOS, you mean?
Polycystic ovarian disease.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we are looking or just talking about painful,
yes,
how severe is the pain?
Well, people have different pain thresholds, and pain can be mild to severe, depending on how heavy the period is sometimes, and even the cycle of the patient. Yes. So the very severe are very detrimental to the person's health sometimes. Yeah, and they cause a lot of excruciating pain. Yes, so we do have solutions for the same. The natural thing that people do is take painkillers. Painkillers, if you take them for a long time, every month, every other time, they have their own side effects. And we came up with a solution for the same, and this is the Jolly device. So the Jolly device is a TENS machine, meaning that it's a transcutaneous electrical nervous stimulation. I know that's a bit of a complicated word, but what it basically means is that this works by producing electrical stimulation or signals to the particular area that has pain and disrupts the pain going to the brain. Because usually the pain, when you burn your hand or when you get a simple burn, what is the first thing that you do? You just go and put your hand in water, or you apply something. And once you apply water or you put anything on that finger, you've disrupted that pain. So this TENS machine disrupts the pain that is going to the brain by massaging the area that is there and now relieving the pain. So it's a good solution. It has no side effects documented so far. Yes.
Okay, you can just show it to us.
Yes. So this is the device. It's called Jolly device. I'll show you how it works. So it has 3 components. So we have the device itself here, the Jolly device. This is how it looks like. So it has an on and off button and a moderator button. So on is when you switch on the device, off is for switching off, moderating is for moderating the amount of vibrations that you would want according to the pain that you have.
So you just place it on the tummy? Or?
Yes, I'll show you how. So these are electrodes where you use to place them on your tummy. They look like this. They have sticky pads on them, which are placed on the lower abdomen, like this. So usually you connect the electrodes to the device, like this. And before you do that, you make sure that you have charged the device until it turns green. Yes. So this is the USB cable for it. So once it's ready to use, you put it on. You will see a light. When it's fully charged, it's green, but when it's not charged, it's red. Okay. Once it's fully charged, then let me put it off first. Once it's fully charged, you put the electrodes first.
So they'll just stick on the tummy?
They'll stick on the tummy, yes. And then you put it on. And then you'll start feeling some vibrations that are sending to your skin. And now that disrupts the mind from the pain. So you use this for around 30 minutes at an interval of you take 30 minutes, then you take a break, another 30 minutes, a break, depending on how the pain is. Yes. Okay. So this is a long-term solution because you can use this device for as long as possible. The only thing that you need to change are the electrodes when the stickiness of the pads reduces or it's not as effective as before. Yes.
Okay, I'll say it's quite a solution because I'm one of those that are affected, so I can.
Oh, definitely, I can give you one of them.
Yes. I can definitely just understand the pain. So, what exactly led you to just coming up with this solution?
Well, I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which causes heavy periods and painful periods. So I needed to find a solution for the same due to also my work and just to continue with a normal life and also help other people who are in the same, who have the same problem to have a better life, continue with what they're doing and be the best versions of themselves. Yes.
All right. And probably for someone that is interested, for how much can they get it for?
Well, it's 3,500. They can get it. We have an online shop and also we have a shop in town. I can give the details. We can give the details here.
Yeah, you
later.
can.
Yeah. Okay. So it's in town it's a shop called
You forgot.
I've forgotten, but it's a mall. Yes, and it's M2. Yes. I'll need to give the more
remember
details.
the mall, definitely.
Yes, we do have that shop. Yeah.
All right. And just looking at that particular condition of painful, let me say, period cramps, you talked of the one where one does not see their period.
Yes.
How do painful cramps probably affects one fertility or?
Painful cramps necessarily don't affect your fertility on their own. If they are just painful periods without anything else, they don't affect your fertility. But if they're associated with other things like fibroids, endometriosis, or a polycystic ovarian disease, then possibly you can be affected. Yeah.
All right. And just looking at probably when we talked over the cycle, when one is having their period, definitely there are those that will go for 3. When they're starting, let me say the 13-year-olds, we have those that will go for 5. When do we say that it's normal days, and when can we call these an abnormal days of now the menstrual periods?
Well, the normal menstrual period goes for 2 to 7 days. If it's more than 7 days or less than 2 days, then that is an abnormality. If they're less than 2 days, you find that you're just spotting, that's hypomenorrhea, meaning that your periods are very scanty. But if it's more than 7 days and very heavy, it's menorrhagia. and approximately we lose 30 to 80 ml of blood per period. And if you're losing more than that, okay, we don't usually measure per se, but one can tell by increasing use of the pads or changing frequently of tampons or pads. Yes. So if it's more, then you need to find out what's happening. If it's a one-off thing, then sometimes it could be caused by stress or other causes. But if it's something that is constant, then it needs to be checked. Yeah.
All right, I think we'll be taking a very short break. When we come back, we'll just be looking at the other, definitely menstrual disorders. But right now, let's just take a very short break. We will be right back with more.
Keep it Kirk now and going forward. We have a lot of family programs, and this being a Christian commercial station, we will partner with you as institutions, as individuals, so that we are able to reach out to the entire world. One person said that my parish is the entire world, and I believe that Kirk TV is going globally, and therefore bring your business. We are going to advertise it and also partner with you.
To partner with us, send your financial support to pay bill number 401-9613, account partner. Pay bill number 401-9613, account partner.
Are you looking to grow your business? Kirk TV offers you a variety of advertising opportunities to suit your budget. Advertise with us today and reach your potential customers countrywide. For more information, email us on sales@kirktv.org or call 011 00 90647. Losing a beloved one can be one of the hardest life experiences. Death brings a total change in many setups, the family taking a huge position. Death also provides an opportunity to celebrate the departed and their achievements on earth. Kirk TV provides for you an opportunity to announce death and funeral at affordable fee. For more information, write to us via announcements@kirktv.org or call 011 00 90647.
Quite often, the heart attack leads to cardiac arrest. So if treatment is delayed, sometimes even with the right treatment, the patient can still get into cardiac arrest.
Shock delivered. Paused. Start CPR.
Okay, then it guides you.
Well, this Monday on Health Nuggets, we focus on cardiovascular emergencies, just looking at what you can do at home in case of a cardiac arrest, heart attack, or a stroke. Tune in at exactly 7:30 p.m. Together, let us learn and save a life. Well, welcome back. We are looking at menstrual disorders. That's if you're just joining us. I'm still with Dr. Jane Wavinya, and earlier on we just looked at 2 menstrual disorder, let me say.
Yes.
And we also had the opportunity of looking at this device that you came up with.
Yes.
I just want you to probably just repeat the device, how it works, just for someone who is just joining us right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So this is the Jolly device. It comes in this package. The Jolly device is a device that is used to reduce menstrual periods. It's a TENS machine. A TENS machine is a transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulator. And usually what that means basically is it reduces the pain by disrupting the pain that is going to the brain and resulting in reduction of the pain of the menstrual periods. So it has 3 components. It has the device itself, the Jolly device, the electrodes, and the USB charger. So we usually charge the device until it turns green, and once it's ready to use, you plug in your electrodes in the device, and then you place the electrodes on the lower abdomen where the pain is usually, and then when you turn the device on, you'll feel a sensation, a vibration sensation on your lower abdomen, which now massages that area and disrupts the pain to the brain. Yes.
Right. You remembered now the
yes.
where definitely
so
anyone
it's
who
at
wants.
So we are on social media at Jolly Device Global 1, and also we have a physical shop in town, Moy Avenue, Trust for Small, room 2D. Yes, thank you.
Right. So for anyone probably that experiences painful cramps like me here, you can definitely get that particular device. So we looked at 2 menstrual disorders.
Yes.
Yeah. Which one? Probably the third one.
Yes. So the third one would be oligomenorrhea, which means that you get less than 9 periods in a year, meaning that you're supposed to get every month, so you're supposed to get 12 periods in a year. But if you get less, then that is oligomenorrhea, meaning that your cycles are longer than 35 days. And that might mean that you have polycystic ovarian disease, which now causes irregularities in your menses. Sometimes stress can also cause oligomenorrhea, and also fibroids sometimes. Yes. The other menstrual disorder is menorrhagia. Menorrhagia is heavy menstrual periods. That is mostly caused by fibroids. Fibroids, when you have fibroids, you get heavy menses which are painful. And usually, if you know or you suspect that, or actually if you know that you have heavy menses, you need to be checked. And the doctor will do an ultrasound and find out what is happening in the uterus. Secondly, they'll also do some tests, blood tests, to find out whether you have anemia, because you might be getting tired because of the increasing loss of the blood. Yes.
And now to the other one, but my question will still be, when we are looking at all these menstrual disorders, just how they affect someone's fertility in terms of them now getting pregnant.
Yes.
For the 2 that you've mentioned, will they still affect one's ability to be pregnant?
Yes. What we need to know is the cause of what is causing the menstrual disorder is what may cause infertility or subfertility. Yes.
Okay. And still on the same, for the ones that you've mentioned, definitely we have the common terms that we use is regular, irregular period.
Yes.
For in terms of the age groups,
yes,
which women or which age bracket would you say women are affected most, or do these also affect young girls that have probably just begun their periods?
Well, what affects the younger girls is dysmenorrhea, that is painful periods. But very heavy periods for example, when you have fibroids, because fibroids come during the reproductive age of the lady, and sometimes it just comes one or multiple, but when you're younger they are small, and when you grow older they become bigger. Now the symptoms are more apparent in your 30s, in your late 20s. Yes.
And what symptoms are we looking at?
Now the heavy menstruation and painful periods. Sometimes you might even get abdominal swelling because the fibroids have become big. You will get also some symptoms like urinary symptoms, like you're going to the washroom every other time because the pressure of the fibroids is on the bladder, so you keep on emptying your bladder every time. Yes.
Any other menstrual disorder? We've looked at 4 so far.
Yes, okay. We have menometrorrhagia. Sorry, these are complicated terms, but what I mean by that is that you have heavy menses and in between your cycles. And that is usually very characteristic of fibroids. You have heavy menses, and anytime, like just randomly in between the cycle, you get your menses without planning. Yes, that can be caused by the fibroids, sometimes cancer. Cancer of the cervix can cause intermenstrual bleeding. Yes, and also postcoital bleeding, which is bleeding after sex. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And now for when we are looking at, let me say, the heavy bleeding, there's a, would you say probably it comes with a smell now for this one that you've mentioned, where it might be as a result of fibroids or cervical cancer? Or is it just heavy with no smell?
Usually it's heavy with no smell, unless you have cervical cancer at an advanced stage. Yes, the smell usually can come only because of hygiene. Yes, if you stay for too long with either a tampon or pad and it's fully soaked, there'll definitely be a smell. So hygiene practices are very important during your menstrual periods. Yeah.
Okay, so for the disorders that you mentioned, it's just, let me say, in most cases, it's just what you see or what you don't see. It doesn't come with any other signs, let me say, the smell. It's just when probably you see spotting, you know that probably this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
When you see heavy periods, you know this could be the problem.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just the signs. No, it's just what you see, like the periods, how heavy they are, or what you feel, basically. If there's a lot of pain, yeah.
Okay. Any other disorder?
No, I think we are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So what would you say is the solution? From your experience, you've been able to provide this solution, the Jolly device for the other disorders. What's the treatment or probably management or just the solution to them?
Now we have to look at the causes so that we find the solution to them. Well, for painful periods, we have the Jolly device, and sometimes we can use painkillers for the same. Secondly, we have now the heavy menstruation, which is caused by fibroids. You look at how big are the fibroids, are they disrupting your life, are they also reducing your fertility? So you'll need most likely for them to be removed depending on your desired effect afterwards, because the younger ladies would like to have a family, maybe would not like the uterus to be removed. They just would want the particular fibroids to be removed. If you don't desire any children, hysterectomy, which is the removal of the uterus, can be done.
Okay, so that could be a solution to all?
Not to all menstrual disorders. Now, with each menstrual disorders, we check the cause. Then we look at the solution from the cause. For example, like polycystic ovarian disease can be, it's characterized by imbalance of hormones. So it can, the solution would be targeting of balancing of the hormones, and then the menstrual periods become better and become less painful. There's also some surgical interventions that are done to polycystic ovarian disease, and removal of those cysts can find a solution for the same, for painful periods or heavy menses. If it's fibroids, the same. The solution is approached from the cause. Yes.
Okay. And you've mentioned so far of the causes being fibroids or the cyst, let me say, I don't know if
yeah,
but you also mentioned of contraceptives.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the percentage of contraceptives now contributing to these disorders that we've looked at?
Well, contraceptives sometimes can be a solution and sometimes can cause.
Now, in terms of balancing hormones.
Yes, they can balance your hormones so that you have a normal menstrual period, you have your hormones are well regulated, and you get your a normal cycle. However, there's excessive use of that, and there's some contraceptives that you use and you don't get your period, and you reduce your fertility. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I think we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've looked at 5 menstrual disorders.
Yeah.
Just in summary, probably looking at that camera. Just in summary, what we've looked at, and most importantly, now the solutions to them.
Okay. So we've looked at various types of menstrual disorders. The first one is amenorrhea, where there's absence of your menses. It could be primary or secondary. Primary meaning that you've never gotten your period, and secondary means that you got your period, but you get episodes of missing your periods for some time, especially more than 6 months. And that there are some natural causes of the same, of secondary amenorrhea, that is pregnancy, breastfeeding, or contraceptives. Sometimes you have other causes of the amenorrhea, such as polycystic ovarian disease and other disorders of the reproductive system. The second one would be oligomenorrhea, which is having less or having a longer cycle than 35 days, meaning that you'll have less than 9 periods in a year. So that can be caused by polycystic ovarian disease. Sometimes it can be caused by other drugs, such as cancer medication can cause oligomenorrhea, imbalance of hormones of the brain, of the thyroid, and of the reproductive system. The other disorder is dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea is painful periods. Painful periods can occur when you have fibroids. They can occur when you have polycystic ovarian disease. They can also occur spontaneously without a trigger for it. And that we call primary dysmenorrhea. The other one is menorrhagia, where you have very heavy menstrual periods, mostly caused by fibroids. There are also other causes that can be endometriosis, adenomyosis. All that can cause heavy menstrual periods. Then there's menometrorrhagia, meaning that you're bleeding heavily in between the cycles, and that is also a characteristic of fibroids. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Thank you for your time. It's been very brief, but I know it's been very impactful. Even with them, this is something that probably a number of women just go through, and I'm sure this conversation has been of help to them. So this morning, that's where we leave it at as far as our Kirk in the morning is concerned. But just to let you know that I'll still be engaging Dr. on different matters, more so just looking at fibroids, and you'll just be getting that particular conversation on health nuggets. That's every Monday at exactly 7:30 p.m. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Aida Munzatsi, and I'm wishing you a blessed Monday.